You having a good time?
I'm not really into parties like this. It seems everyone is just standing in the same circles they always do. Why even go to a party if you're just going to talk to the same people you talk to every day?
Maybe it's because you're not drinking enough. Here, try some of this GHB-laden fruit punch.
What fruit punch?
It was just here. Where the hell could an entire bowl of fruit punch go?
Fruit Punch Ninja! That's it, guys. Squeeze together. I want to get a shot of the Grand Canyon behind you. So move to the left. You too, Billy.
I hate my family.
How's this, Greg? Are you going to be able to be in the picture too? What if I try to do some forced perspective gags with Billy? Like make him seem like he's standing inside the canyon?
God damn it, Henrietta. How many times have I told you that I'm the family photographer and to shut your goddamn flytrap mouth?
You got it, honey.
I hate my family.
So I'll just set the timer here and there we go. Wait, where'd my family go? White Family Ninja.
Here's your coffee, Mr. Cage.
What the hell is this? I ordered a double French roast, Kona blend, hybrid macchiato with whipped cream, and a frozen banana combo. This is just you, man.
Sorry, Mr. Cage. This is a budget direct-to-video film production.
What happened to my career?
Rage, Outcast, Left Behind, and me, Ninja.
Where the hell are my car keys?
Ninja.
Anyone seen my cocaine addiction?
Ninja.
I'm missing my entire underwear drawer.
Ninja.
I'm missing all my rights as an American citizen.
That's the fault of a system that sustains itself through its own wasteful spending that was set up by limiting voters to a bipartisan electorate and the Patriot Act.
Really?
Just kidding. Ninja! Hello and welcome to Stinker Madness. This is the podcast about bad movies by bad movie lovers for bad movie lovers. It's Justin. I was going to say it's Ninja, but it's me, Justin, not Ninja, and Sam and Jackie. Hello to you two. Hiya! Ninjas. You do that every time. Can you do something, just something different this time? That's not hiya or arr, or hello, Jackie. It's Ninja Week.
Hiya.
Okay, nice. Good. That's much better.
Hiya.
Hiya. Hiya.
Yeah.
We've got some listener feedback.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Oh, please. I know I'm wonderful. Go ahead.
Unless anybody has anything to share before I get to that.
I had a story where I peed on my hand.
Okay. I'll go for that. I'll
All
bite.
right. So
I mean, I won't bite your
even
hand or your
better.
pee, but
So I don't know. Sometimes you just start going and you just get on the wrong path and you just keep going and you don't realize how left field you've taken a whole situation until it's too late. So I go into Walmart and I have to pee.
oh boy.
So first off, I piss all over my hand in Walmart. Then I don't even really wash. I just kind of well, I got to get back out there. It's Walmart, right? I didn't pee all over, but I peed on my hand pretty good. Then I just wipe it off on my pants.
Uh-huh.
And then I go out of the bathroom and I see somebody I know and they go to shake my hand. And I just
Ugh.
went piss shake.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god.
And then the whole time I'm thinking why did I go in there, piss all over my hand, and then just come right out?
I hope that person listens to this podcast and never speaks to you again, because that's justice.
I changed some of the events. It's much worse than I said.
Oh, my
some
God.
of the places and
Wait, you were the Walmart masturbator, weren't you?
No, it has nothing to do with Walmart. It was somewhere else.
No,
somewhere
at
much
work?
worse.
You pooped.
At
And-
school?
I threw poo.
At the president's office?
I threw poo in the American government.
All right, listener feedback. That will be anybody that would like to guess who it was, what it was on Sam's hand, and where they were at. Go ahead and write into us. This week, though, we have some blog post to share from Martini Shark, good listener and part-time contributor Martini Shark. He has shared his box office bombs list, top 10 of summer 2016. on thefederalist.com. We'll have a link to that on our website, but all of a very good list, not all just straight-laced bad movies that we're all familiar with. But anybody want to venture a guess on his number one?
What was that Snow White and the Huntsman sequel?
No.
Didn't that come out?
No, I don't even think that made the list.
Yeah.
That looked pretty bad.
Yeah. Box office bombs.
Oh, bombs.
Yeah. Try to keep up.
Life of Pets.
No, that was a very successful movie. So good
I
job
went and
there.
saw that.
I
thought
don't
it was
know. I
pretty good.
don't know what's bombed.
You gotta have a
Because
guess.
Star Trek didn't do very good.
It didn't, but it didn't bomb.
Yeah.
It just didn't meet expectations. I think sequels were on his list at some point, but this one's pretty clear. A clear-cut winner. Gee, which movie didn't do good?
I don't even know what color my pants are, and I'm wearing them still.
Ben-Hur, you stupids!
Oh, yeah, we made fun of that like 2 weeks ago.
No, just last week.
Last week?
Yeah, it's only made
It seems like forever.
$14 million.
What color are my pants?
Yeah, I don't know. Good job on that one. Boy, you guys stink. Didn't bring your A games today, did you?
I don't think that, but I did pee on my hand. I shook hands with Jackie outside. I mean, it was Walmart and it was somebody else.
All right, well, be sure to
damn it!
Be sure to check out Martini Shark's list. It's well written and extremely informative.
I will.
Okay. If you would like to write to us, talk to us on Facebook /Stinker Madness, Twitter @Stinker Madness, email us talk@stinkermadness.com, or you can always go to our website, stinkermadness.com, and comment directly on one of the episodes right there.
You can probably even talk to me directly if you really wanted to.
If you yell really loudly outside, Jackie will hear it.
Or you could just send an email
Really loud.
with my name on it.
Really, really, really loud.
Tell me how wonderful I am.
Okay, or you can email Jackie at stinkermadness.com or Sam at stinkermadness.com.
Nobody wants to talk to Sam.
Yeah, well, okay.
He shakes people's hands after he pees on them.
And then I give long-winded responses.
If you email Sam, he will reply with an attachment with a picture of piss hand and send it straight to your mom. This week on Streaming Do's and Don'ts, it's not Ninja Week, but it is Jaws Week. Jaws 1 through 4 is on Netflix currently, and we watched all of them, starting with Jaws. 1975's Jaws, which is not a stinker.
No, it certainly isn't. One of the best films really made.
It sure is a good basis for comparison to the other three, though.
Oh, yeah. No, that's like the floor just dropped out. It's like a trap door underneath Jaws where all the other movies were.
I want to hate Jaws. I really do, because I just like stupid shark movies so much. For instance, Shark Attack 2, Shark Attack 3, Megalodon, Shark this, Shark that, Land Shark, that stupid shark, Australian surf douche, blood surf shark.
Yeah.
You got a shark in it, and it's stupid. I'm probably going to enjoy it. So I don't want to, I want to be the contrary guy to Jaws and be like, I found some flaws in it, and I really don't think it's like the story is meh. It's technically perfect. Almost.
That's close.
So close. It's really fucking good. Jackie, your thoughts on Jaws? You haven't seen it since...
I was a kid.
Yeah, since you were a kid. Now as an adult.
As an adult, it still scared the shit out of me.
It scared the shit out of Jackie.
Huh.
Yeah,
She
especially
jumped.
when the one guy's head floats by, right? He's got his swim gear on, the sheriff or whatever.
Yeah.
And the head floats by
Mhm.
the shipwreck.
Actually, I think it was Dreyfus that was underneath at that point.
Yeah. And it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And then the shark was still fucking scary as all hell, too. It looked pretty good.
Bruce looks great throughout the entire
He
thing.
knows how to shoot around some bad spots.
Yes, absolutely. And nobody can do that. They just are like, well, bad spots, we'll just CGI it now. Whatever. No, make the fucking shark and make it look good and work around it. Like, he looks flawless. Sam, when was the last time you saw Jaws?
It's been less than 2 years.
Okay.
Because they just redid it. I watched it for because they did the 75 anniversary.
Mhm.
So it's been about 6 months
Yeah.
since that came out.
Wait, 75
Or 1975 was when it came out, right?
Right.
So it's the 40th.
Somewhere, yeah.
The anniversary edition came out, and
Yeah.
I watched it, and I respected it more than I ever had. I always thought it was a good movie, and I've always this really sort of defines certain really helps the whole genre of horror, but it is the blueprint for a monster movie.
Mm-hmm. And I think there's a level of disaster movie in it as well.
There is, and it's got too much adventure in it to just be a blueprint for...
That's my one problem with it.
I love the adventure.
I don't. And I
Really?
think it's a conflict, and I don't think it is really adventure. I think that's what's presented to us, but I think you change one thing and it's not adventuresome, and I think it's John Williams' score. I think it's the worst score that he's ever done, except for the main theme. But there's just too much. I
didn't
very
notice
Indiana
that.
Jonesy. There's a couple periods where they're quiet talking, and it's, I swear to God, the exact same stuff from Empire Strikes Back, but not as good. It's like, dude, what do you? You're a one-trick pony, pal.
Yeah, I thought that actually Indiana Jones, when we watched Raiders of the Lost Ark, I thought it was obtrusive. I didn't think that Jaws was as obtrusive. And maybe
just in
that's
a couple
why.
spots.
No, I was like, when we did watch Raiders of the Lost Ark about 2 years ago, I was offended by how he was just painting the walls with carpet. Just like, stop for fucking 2 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just stop.
Yep.
And I didn't notice that in Jaws.
Okay, so 3 dues, even repeat views. From,
I think that you should go buy the anniversary edition of Jaws and watch it.
Okay.
Like it's a once every 5 years movie.
All right, moving on to Jaws 2, 1978, also starring Roy Scheider and his very unattractive wife, Lorraine Gray, I believe her name is. And the mayor's back. Oh, and Stefano from
from Days of Our Lives. Stefano DiMera. Well, I think what happened is that he was in real estate in Jaws 2, and the bottom dropped out of the real estate market, so he had to start kidnapping Marlena.
Why not?
It seems like that's how the entire economy of Salem, pick a state that it's supposed to be in, works. I think it's like The Simpsons. I think it's like Salem is in wherever. It's like Springfield.
Most people don't consider soap operas to be exciting and edge of your seat type stuff.
Days of Our Lives, I guess.
Yeah, well, they also... Man, you just blew that for me.
Oh, yeah? Well, you didn't see the John Black Peter DiMera sword fight. They were swinging on chandeliers. One of them got kicked out of the castle. I bet you know who.
All right. Well, typically, people don't consider soap operas very exciting, but maybe they should watch Jaws 2 and then try a soap opera, because Jaws 2 is the limit on non-excitement.
Yeah, it is. I would rather watch Days of Our Lives.
Without question. It is extremely boring. Nothing happens for 3/4 of the film.
There's not a whole lot of shark business.
I think only one person has died up until that 3/4 mark.
It's something like that. That too.
Oh, I guess the 2 photographers.
The
So 2 photographers.
No, there's 2 photographers, and there's the explosion. Like 4 people die, but you don't even notice it. And it's so boring that I had forgotten that I was like, I've never seen this one. And then we get to the last quarter of it where something sort of happens, but not really. And I was like, no, I've seen this. And it like all came back, like Total Recall. Oh yeah, this movie is just really boring. I've seen this twice.
Yeah. And when things do start happening, it's so poorly paced, and like the build-up and tension has completely left your body, that whatever is supposed to be transpiring that's exciting is not. You're just like, skip to the end.
You're already playing Shark Attack on your phone.
Absolutely. Shark Attack. I like that.
Yeah. $1 million idea. We better get to it first.
TM ding. Yeah, it sucks. Jaws 2 really stinks.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Okay. But defend it.
I liked when he shot his gun at the pool of bluefish.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was pretty dumb.
That was pretty dramatic moment. And then
Quite
his son,
clearly not a shark that he was shooting at.
right? But then his poor son is like, "I still love you, Dad." I thought that was really sad. He's
Sean?
helping him pick up bullets off the ground.
Uh-huh.
That was really heart wrenching.
You're being sarcastic. And
No, I liked this movie. I'm gonna give it a do.
Oh.
It had some boring points, but I thought for a sequel it was pretty good. I'm gonna give it a do.
Now, did you come for the shark?
Yeah, But
not the political intrigue about Roy Scheider's career and his relationship with the bureaucracy and the economy in Amity.
The mayor being in Stefano's pocket.
You came for the shark, which they didn't deliver, but you like all the other stuff that's not sharky.
well, you kind of get into that. Oh, this is a soap opera after you see Stefano, and then you're like, okay, I understand now. We only have so much budget for a shark.
Because you brought Stefano in it.
Yeah,
Scale for a guy who ends up in soap operas.
yeah. So you know that it's going to be a budget.
I'm going to challenge the listeners. Anybody that wants to side with Jackie on this, go ahead and write in. We'll read it out. That also feels that Jaws 2 is worth defending. I can't believe the words that are coming out of your mouth.
I liked it.
It sucks.
It sucks.
Super boring. Do not.
Do not.
Do.
Okay. Next up is Jaws 3.
D.
This one was fucking dumb. I hated this one.
You hated this one?
Jaws 3.
I did. It was stupid.
Are you sure you're not mixing 2 and 3
This is
up?
the SeaWorld one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
With Dennis Quaid.
Quaid.
Oh, wait.
And-
No, I like this one.
And
Leah
Bess Armstrong
Thompson.
and Leah Thompson.
And they had the dolphins, Cindy and
Cindy
Sally.
and Sandy.
Sandy, whoever
Louis
those
Gossett Jr.
Louis Gossett Jr. won a Razzie for his awful performance.
And the 3D arm after that one guy gets his arm bit off. That was pretty scary.
Yeah, see, I just don't know if you
And we
think about the film before you speak and say do or do not, because this shit was fucking awesome.
can't forget about Simon McCorkindale.
Simon McCorkindale
The
and
Manimal.
D.W.H. Moriarty.
Yeah.
Those
He's
guys.
DW or DH.
DH, DP, whatever. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody's awesome. Everybody stinks.
Stinks.
This is a terrible, terrible movie. I can't believe it's a thing. It's so bad.
It starts out hot when a bass gets its head bit off
Uh-huh.
and then just stares at the camera for a while in 3D.
In super 3D.
Yeah.
Like,
so 3D
whoa,
that when you're not
3D.
watching it in 3D, you're like, I bet this 3D sucked.
The 3D is so crammed. Like, this is the pinnacle of, like, stupid 3D.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
whoa, that's in 3D. It's coming right for us. But it's all stupid
It's
shit.
stupid shit. Like, oh no, a bass head.
Headless bass.
Sea bass. Fucking scary. Like, people are going to be, like, hiding behind the theater seats. Oh no, the head of a sea bass.
Maybe it was so new and so many people had never seen 3D before that they had to like familiarize themselves with it. Like, hey, here's a warm-up pitch to make sure that they understand that the bass head in front of them isn't actually in the theater floating towards their faces.
I would think that this has got to be like the fourth tour of 3D, but I guess maybe you throw a few meatballs out there, see if they can knock them over the fence. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, or just like if you come out too hot and there's like a man's face or the shark coming at him, there's going to be pee pants all over the theater and nobody's like, it's going to be too much. So you warm them in like.
Start out with the mast of the ship coming right at them.
Yeah, or some people walking towards SeaWorld. Whoa, are those people going to come through the screen and sit in my lap? No, they're just headed to SeaWorld, bud.
That golf cart's headed right for us. This is too dangerous early on. What we should do is just give them a fish head. That'll sort of make them know, hey, this is 3D, but it's not dangerous because it's just a bass that doesn't have a body.
That's still alive, we should mention. That thing lives for fucking ever. Breathing without its body.
Yeah.
Jackie, have you finally convinced that Jaws 3D is awesome?
Yes.
What was your favorite part?
When they stole that one guy's clothes.
The cowboy?
Yeah, the little brother.
Uh-huh. Sean.
And how weird
Brody.
it got. Like all of a sudden when they were throwing each other's partners into the lagoon and being all fucking weird.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, that's not right.
Why is that so weird? I'm not really.
Hi, person we don't know.
Well, everybody knows everybody. It's SeaWorld.
Yeah, and Sean and Mike are brothers. Am I missing something here?
I guess they don't know Leah Thompson.
Yeah, they don't know Leah Thompson.
Well, they know because they saw Sean pick her up at the bar and she's got obvious tramp eyes. So she's just normal tramp lady. Maybe it's not eyes. Maybe it's the hair. Maybe because of the Faraday. She just looked kind of easy.
I bet the whole, that first 2 years of SeaWorld was...
Loosey-goosey.
Yeah, everybody got the same VD.
Like behind the scenes at Saturday Night Live during the 80s?
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Well, you weren't there, but you can infer.
I don't, maybe.
Coke and blow is a job.
Thought it was just writing jokes during the day as a day job. Train rides into Connecticut because you can afford to live there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jaws 3. We should also mention that guy's shirt.
Yes, let a gargoyle sit on your face, which was an ad campaign.
It's amazing. We had to
Yeah.
back it up and check it out 3 times to make sure that it does say, let a gargoyle sit on your face, which is just a very odd thing for an extra to be wearing. Like, somebody's going to notice that. You got to make that guy change his shirt or just tell him to go home. You don't need him.
It's product placement because it was the gargoyle tag. I forgot completely about it until we looked it up. I was like, oh my God, I remember that now.
So you're saying gargoyle sunglasses paid money
Yes.
to be in Jaws 3?
They paid money for that t-shirt to be absolutely.
That's a bad call.
Absolutely.
That is a bad call.
That's why it's so noticeable.
I like it.
Yeah.
Final recommendations.
I thought it was the best bad movie we've watched just on a whim in probably 6 months.
It was incredible. I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Do.
Last but not least, Jaws: The Revenge. Don't.
Is this the one you were thinking of, Jackie, that you said, I hated this one?
Yeah, this is the one with the log, right? The Christmas
Yes.
log.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Christmas log of death.
Let's all go to Brazil.
And Michael Caine and Bruce the Shark, I guess, follows them because he hates Mike for killing
His cousin
his
Sam.
cousin, and it sucks. It is so, it sounds, the idea of a shark traveling across the world to get revenge may seem like, oh, well, that's at least something. But the execution of this film was nothing.
What starts with the casting of the biggest doofus ever.
Oh, yeah.
The
Lance
guy-
Guest, I believe was his name.
Boy, he is a physically unimposing specimen, isn't
he
he?
sucked. He sucked so bad. We can't forget to mention Mario Van Peebles is in it as well. He stinks.
You can't notice him because
Yeah.
he's next to that other guy.
Yeah. Michael Caine's in it.
What?
He's not
Oh.
very good in it.
He's not very
He
good.
took it for the paycheck.
His name's Hoagie, and
Yeah.
it's still not awesome.
And he delivers laundry from one island to the next.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ugh. God, what an awful movie. Like, it's not boring in the same way that Jaws 2 is boring, but it's completely not interesting. It seems like one of those early Sci-Fi Channel movies where they were trying to be serious about a silly topic, but not like silly about the silly topic like they are now, making like land shark movies or giant spider films that are stupid and fun.
Sure.
It just seemed like made for TV throughout the entire production of the film.
It did seem like it was made for like Hallmark brings you Jaws 4.
A Shark Tale.
Yeah. Jaws 4, give me my baby back again with Sally Fields.
He may eat your face, but
He'll steal your baby.
he'll steal your heart.
I don't think he will.
It sucks so fucking bad.
Well, and it was so retarded how the shark died this time. Harpooned by the boat.
Well, he has to
yeah.
jump through the air in order to do it.
Oh, God.
One in a million shot.
Oh, it sucks so bad.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Don't watch it.
Jaws the Revenge breaks everything. Just watch 1 and 3. Just watch 1 and 3. Those are the only ones you need.
And Jaws 3 doesn't even really relate to the rest of the series.
Nope. Doesn't need to.
They're supposed to be the brothers, but it's like, it's so on its own that it has nothing to do.
Shockingly bad that it's related to Jaws in any way.
Yeah.
The wild card this week. It's my turn because of Ninja 3, the Domination. So we're going to play a game of Pop Quiz Hot Shot.
Oh, good.
Ninja Edition.
Oh, great.
Ninja.
Hopefully you know more about ninjas than the good folks at Canon Films. Or you just know about ninjas from Canon Films. Either or, not anything in the middle.
Well, I think most people only know ninjas from canon films. Like all of the tropes and stereotypes about ninjas basically are just in canon films.
They have lasers.
Yes.
They have metal masks. They aren't ninjas at all.
Right. So anybody can answer at any given point. I'm not going to play. You guys are going to struggle.
Oh,
But so if the score is 1-0, I will give you guys a high five, whoever wins. Question number 1. The word / kanji? It's kanji, right?
kanji, yes.
Yeah, okay. For ninja didn't appear until the 20th century. What were they called before then?
Imperial Guards.
Ninpo?
It's not a bad guess, but you are both incorrect. The correct answer is Shinobi no Mono. Shinobi no Mono, which in translation means a man of perseverance and stealth.
Yeah, I should have known that because the movie over and over again, Shinobi. That
I was
made so
thinking
many.
video
It's a game
as well.
too,
Yeah,
but
Shinobi was a sweet game.
it's like Japanese Romeo and Juliet is Shinobi. It's a good tale.
Okay. The first record in history, recorded written record that we can find of the ninja.
Of the Shinobi?
Of the Shinobi. Yeah, where I'm going for the sake of the rest of this quiz, we're just going to call them ninja because you know what? They're fucking ninjas.
1755.
1755.
1600.
1600, says Sam. 14th century, a man mentions 3 shinobi jumped out at him, which means, but he doesn't define what a shinobi is, which means that it was already in the culture at that point. So the best guess is early 1300s was when the shinobi emerged. Question number 3. The ninja star, or shuriken, is probably the most notorious weapon used by ninjas. What was its primary function?
Poison delivery.
Throat cutting.
Both good guesses, both totally wrong. They were a tool normally for distraction, not killing.
Yeah.
You'd chuck them, people would be like, what the fuck is that? And then you go in and get them from behind. Describe the average garb of a ninja.
It's a sheet with some eye holes and a red sash.
Black pajamas.
Okay, both very stereotypical guesses, very canon films guesses.
With a man bun.
Well, it's a lot of the same things that the samurai wears without the overcoat. I don't know what any of it's called.
Okay, well, you could describe it. I just said describe. Like a samurai without an overcoat. Okay. There isn't one. The ninja were spies, which means
They just dress like anybody.
they dressed like anybody. Most commonly, they dressed like workers, gardeners, construction workers, sometimes monks, farmers, a lot. So whatever attire they had to use to blend into is what they would wear, so they didn't have a typical garb.
Oh.
Last question. Oh, nope. 2 more questions, sorry. What is a kasuragama? Kasurigama.
TJ Hoshmazode. Hoshmazoli.
Kasurigama.
Couch. I know.
That's the little purse that you keep your Chinese stars in.
Ooh.
So that it doesn't
all right.
cut your legs up when you're running.
That's a good guess. I thought in the films they always kept them in their sashes, though. Or just like had a bajillion up their sleeves.
Yeah, but at this point, now that I know that they don't have
It's all
outfits,
bullshit. Okay. All right.
they have to blend in. So they got to have a bag stashed somewhere with this shit in it.
All right. Sam?
No idea.
All right. Well, the kasurigama, you were on the right track, Jackie. You almost get half a point, but I still can't because you don't get it. It's a sickle weapon with a morning star at the end of it. You've seen it in the movies. It's like a stick, and it's got a blade at the end of it that pokes, and then a chain with a morning star at the end of it, so they could either swing or they could slash you. It was their preferred weapon because they had to blend in so much. They wanted a weapon that they could disguise as a tool. So the karasigama could be like a farmer's tool for cutting crops or a gardener for pruning hedges, but it's also a fucking deadly weapon.
And you can tangle up a sword with it.
Exactly.
Because you're never, as a ninja, maybe you could be a good swordsman. You will never, ever go toe-to-toe with a samurai.
True.
These guys will fucking chop
But
you up.
a sword attached to your back when you're pretending to be a farmer is a dead giveaway that you're a ninja. So not going to work. So you were on the right path there, Jackie. Almost points. Last question. What's a kunuachi? Kunuachi.
Sushi.
A small knife.
Sushi? No. Small knife? No. It's a female ninja. Yes, they had female ninjas.
I was closest. I said raw fish.
Oh, dude. That's bad. They typically posed as dancers or entertainers and used their feminine wiles to seduce men for information or to kill them.
So they were whores, essentially.
Well, they're soldiers. They're assassins.
Soldier whores.
Or spies. They're spies. They work for the government.
You don't actually have to have sex with them. You usually
Yeah.
just get them to take
Shake
their pants off and they stab them in the neck.
Uh-huh. Or
Right
just
there.
get information.
You only have sex with them first if you want to.
Right.
Then you kill them.
All right, final score 0-0. Good job on that, guys.
I was closest.
Almost had points. Sam, tell us about Ninja 3: The Domination.
Well, Sam Furstenberg is always first when it comes to ninjas, or movies about ninjas, or movies that are supposed to have ninjas in them but really only have ninjas in the title. Then the movie contains oddly dressed villains or heroes appearing as what the good people at Canon Films would like us to believe are ninjas.
Wait, this movie doesn't have any ninjas in it?
Well, we just found out that it'd be dressed like normal people with farmers'
Okay,
tools.
let's be clear. It doesn't have any shinobi in it. It does have canon ninjas.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to be exposed to what a canon ninja
You have
is.
been.
You
We
have been.
did American Ninja.
Oh,
That's a canon movie.
Yeah, I remember he had lasers.
yeah, okay.
Ninja lasers.
This is going to be awesome.
Ninja,
Proceed.
Ninja 3 takes its first departure from reality by adding the number 3 to its name and trying to convince us, the savvy audience, that this is the final installment of a trilogy, not just the third ninja-themed film that Canon put out starring Sho Kosugi. Furstenberg had previously directed Revenge of the Ninja, which should have been called Revisiting of the Last Ninja script we did with a kid added.
Ken Kasugi.
He went into greater detail on the Furstenberg and his seemingly endless ninja samurai filmography when we did American Ninja, which was Furstenberg and Golan's writing of Canon's ninja ship that becomes lost at sea due to this film. So go back and listen to the Point 5 from American Ninja if you want to hear about it, because I have new ground to cover, but not bodies to cover, because one of them is already covered.
Also listen to the American Ninja episode with special guest Joe Fulgham from Caustic Soda. Listen to both of them. They're quite good.
Well, yes, I can't talk about it because I've already got new ground to cover,
Right?
but not bodies.
You told that joke.
I didn't, because the body's already covered in hair.
That joke. It's a multi-layered joke, Sam.
Yes.
So many. It's like the cops' back hair. So many layers.
layers of hair.
I don't get it.
You will.
You will. And anyone that watches this will. Jordan Bennett, according to his self-written bio, is a man of indeterminable talent. A writer, director, actor, singer, and songwriter.
An occasional
Wig maker.
piano player, a Western classical piano
Yeah.
player.
No, that's... What is that?
Mark Singer.
Mark Singer, yeah. He is more than anything a man covered in hair.
Mm-hmm.
So much hair that it doesn't matter that he seems to do all of those other things mostly well enough. He could sing like Sinatra and you wouldn't notice anything but the body hair.
That is true.
He has had to indefinitely cancel all of his shows in Montana, Minnesota, and most of Canada. As every time he books a performance in any of those locales, he's tranked and tagged right off the plane. Because the local game wardens think he's Sasquatch.
We don't like no Sasquatch up here.
There it is! I can't get to it. The smell.
You take your squatch back to L.A., boy. You don't want your squatching.
His website is worth a visit, and he seems to have learned that long-sleeve shirts and suits are his best friend.
Good for him.
Yeah. Lucinda Dickey was cast in this film as she had starred in the well-known Furstenberg and Cannon film Breakin' 2. She was
Electric
also
Boogaloo.
Yes, Electric Boogaloo. She was also in Breakin', which somehow was also made in 1984. So 3 of the 6 films that she was in, including this one, were made in 1984.
Good year.
Yeah. She should have known that when she burned so brightly, she would burn out fast. Her career could have also been shortened by hair poisoning, brought on by Jordan Bennett. She gets a big mouthful of hair.
Aquanet.
So keep an eye out for.
So wait, I want to know more about her. What is she doing now?
Nothing.
Nothing? She did these 3 movies, and that's the end of
She
her.
did 3 movies in 1984. She was in 1 in 82, and then 88 and 90, and she's out.
I'll be damned.
This one was really bad for her, and I think they only made $7 million.
Yeah.
Which underperformed for a Canon Ninja movie. They were usually around 11.
Yeah, I understand that you're in a canon film, and it stinks. But at the same time, you're in a canon film cast to be a pretty lady as a lead.
Yes.
You think that would have at least got her into something else, even if it also was shitty.
Yeah, according to the thoughts of Galan and Globus, they really just fucked up by the audiences didn't want a female ninja. And so they got so far away from this movie that she's pretty much done with them.
And there is a level of flash dance in this movie as well. So
it's got it all.
Yeah, it does.
Really?
Yeah. Yes, that's right. I said flash dance in a ninja movie.
Yeah. What? Well,
okay, keep an eye out for.
Speaking of, keep an eye out for the sexiest V8 beverage ever. Earl W. Smith. And whether or not James Hong gets a handful.
Ooh, yeah.
I can't remember. I think he does, but I don't know.
Well,
he's only around for a certain amount of time.
Typically does in his film, so we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. The film is currently streaming on YouTube.com in high definition for free at the Paramount Vault. So,
really?
Yeah, go check that out at the Paramount Vault. This is one not to be missed. It is a Hallmark. Everybody loves this film that has seen it. It's incredible. So be sure to watch this one. Final thoughts?
Excitement.
Danger.
Final thought. Danger.
Sasquatch.
Intrigue.
Sasquatch. Dance. All right, get to the chopper.
Fans of Stinker Madness, iTunes thinks you don't like us. What? How is that possible? Well, it's because you haven't given us a review yet. Go to Stinker Madness on iTunes and take just a couple seconds to rate and review us there. While you're at it, hit up Stitcher.com as well. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter @/Stinker Madness and email us at talk@stinkermadness.com. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for listening.